She's like, Mom, I've just never loved my curls more. That is why I did it. So when I walk into the room, every little girl that sees me says, that's exactly how I should be seen too.
Hmm.
Exactly as I am, loved and made, and how he stitched me.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Janish, owner of Adored Salon and Adored Signature Hand-Tied Hair Extensions. I'm obsessed with curly hair. I cut it, style it, and extend it, and this podcast is all about my curly girl obsessions that stretch far beyond just curly hair.
Okay, so something new today on the Curly Girls Obsessions. I'm super excited about it. You should be too. I had a psychic reading with Monique. She is a client of the hair extension line and she posts a lot about us. So the one day I just went to her bio and was like looking through her page, and I thought I saw that she did these readings and I was so intrigued. I booked one right away, and at the end we discussed her hair and what it did for her as a person, what it meant to her, all the things. So you're about to see that. I'm not going to release my whole psychic reading, but this part is super exciting to discuss how curly girls just identify with their hair. So keep going.
One, what comes in with the brand and the hair is changing changing how we market, changing how we show up, changing how we promote. A big thing that I'm seeing is like making more things, more marketing posts, like emails that we've talked about, stuff like that, that really appeals to the everyday woman that wants to wear her hair like this every single day. And really leaning into like real women, like I don't know what this is, but there's something really big with this, like real women wearing real extensions, like will real women wearing their real hair.
Well,
um
that's what came up with that. You know how I just
does that make
sub
sense? Because somebody
submitted
like,
that to you with that email? Like the
yes,
people who wear their, that hit me this weekend. I'm like, oh my God,
good,
this would
that's
be
it, that's what I
amazing.
see. And I say this because like, so for example, I literally had somebody just tell me, they were like, you need to tell the story about why you wear the curly extensions and how God brought you to it on a stage. That's literally what they told me this week, Jen. And I was like, what? And they were like, your story about how God moved through you to find this business to give you the hair extensions, but about how it was an identity change. But what it is, it's like it's real women wearing real hair in real life every single day, because a lot of the lines, like a lot of the luxury lines, they're luxury hair, don't get me wrong, but they're also appealing to a brand-esque that is not necessarily like real life. And this is what I've learned is like things that where there's humanness, where there's real connection, where there's something like I can see myself here. People are really responding to that. And the fact that you got the hit about the email, like literally it's what I'm seeing is like real women wearing real hair, and their real hair. And when I told my story to this woman, because she came up to me and she's like, she like literally, Jen, she like looked at me and her mouth was hanging and she's like, your hair, your hair, your
Hmm.
hair. She's like, is this natural? And I go, yes. I go, this is my natural hair. I go, my natural curls with extensions put in. And she's like, you would never know. Oh my God. And she's like, well, how did it come about like this? And I told her the story. And this lady's like, you need to tell everybody about how God changed your identity with this hair. And
So, see, and
it's
now
this
I'm
type
like,
of thing. Does this make sense? Like, there's really
yes.
big things here, but it's changing the marketing. And I say this because, like, so for example, the marketing that I'm seeing hit more right now is marketing that's creating human connection. They want to see, they want to feel. And this is why I say this. Like, for example, even my private clients, people are buying differently. Business owners are having to strategically change things differently, because people are spending their money differently. They're investing differently. And they're prioritizing things differently. But when you take it from the lens of hair is not a luxury, it's a necessity, it changes the game, because necessity creates sameness. Like, this is what I want to be like every single day. Like, and you live in a way where it's like real women, but it's a completely different campaign. Real women, real hair, real results, and real
Hmm.
life. Real life.
Yeah.
And truly having, you know, real life women experiencing their life in their hair. Like yesterday, like my daughter, I came home and I had like a high ponytail. And my daughter was like, wow, your hair is stunning today, Mom. And I was like, oh my God, all of you are such
It's
good
in a
hype
high
people. I
ponytail.
love you guys so much. And I also love this hair. I know. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But this is why I say this. Like, so when I tell this story in the public fashion, my daughter has hair just like me. She was wearing it straight, 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 straight. Why? I did it. Monkey see, monkey do, right? So
Mhm.
we had this come into Jesus moment where we talked about our curls and we did the curl routine and we did all of these things. And she had been wearing her hair straight for the last like 2 weeks because she was being lazy. And she's like, I just really miss my curls. I just miss the way they hit. And I was like, okay, well, I was like, don't worry, don't forget, diffuse, diffuse. And she's like, I know, Mama. And so she comes out, and this girl was radiant, Jennifer, like radiant. And she's like, Mom, I've just never loved my curls more. That is why I did it. So when I walk into the room, every little girl that sees me says, that's exactly how I should be seen too.
Mhm.
Exactly as I am, loved and made, and how he stitched me. And God told me this. He goes, Monique, your public position will not be appointed until you privately give me what it is that I want. And that straight hair was not the hair that I put upon your head. That's not what I made you with. And he
You
told me
gave me goosebumps.
when I first changed to the curly extensions, I walked into my favorite restaurant, and I'll never forget this day, Jennifer. I walked in, and the servers that know me were sweeping, and they went, and I stopped, and I go, what? And they go, we never knew you had curly hair. You've hid it and straightened it for years. And all the girls stop, and this girl comes up to me and she goes, I have curly hair like you. She goes, but I hide it because I think it's not good enough. And she goes, Monique, I've never seen you look more beautiful than I ever have before with your hair like this. She goes, this is such a permission slip. And that's why I
Okay,
do
we
it.
have to have a live on Instagram.
That's why I do it, because it's a permission slip for every other woman. And truly for me straightening my hair was me taming the woman. It was taming my wild. It was
Mhm.
taming my feminine heart. And it sounds crazy, but the more the curls have been let out, the bigger, the deeper, everything, the wild is returning, as if my feminine heart is bursting like the first flowers of spring.
Mhm.
It's been such a
It
homecoming.
it's
Like, it's
it,
not just hair. It's not just hair. Like, it's
it's
changed
not
so much.
it's like, oh, and there you are. And
There
there
you
you
are. There
are.
with what is yours and the way that I made you.
Yeah. I'm writing this down.
Oh,
I've been taking notes through the whole thing.
it
Um,
was a power. And since then, the experiences that I have, like with my hair alone, like it's I mean, it happens every week. Like every week I go to Bible study, these women are like, your hair is just gorgeous. Like this, it's like, I can't believe that this is real. I can't believe you have these real curls. But it hits different as a woman to be seen in a way that really is me, because I'm not having to change it, morph it. And for me, this is really what got me. I was no longer willing to straighten my hair to fit in a
mm,
fucking box.
exactly.
Eh. Like, I
Exactly.
could not I was like, and I have been doing that to appease and do all of these things, and it's been a place of liberation. It's been a place of reclaiming my woman. It's been a place of letting my identity shine, and letting all of this out in the best way has like lightened my heart. I don't know how else to explain it.
That makes me so happy.
It really has. Like, I look at myself in the mirror and like, that's what I think. I think there she is. And I have this picture when I was in eighth grade. My hair was the same length in eighth grade. It looks exactly the same. And my hair today now looks exactly as it did in eighth grade, with the curl and the volume. And, I've been through so much. I've lost 120 pounds with no surgery. I was
Oh
very
my
sick. I
gosh.
was very sick. I was on 13 medications a day. I was a very sick human being. And I've gone through massive identity changes. And my hair, through all that weight loss, I really struggled with it.
Yes.
So I was wearing extensions because, like, and I didn't know any better, right? And I was trying to work on like healing the curl and healing the hair and doing all of these things. But when these extensions were put on and I saw myself for the first time, I just cried because it was like the final piece where God's like, it's all been restored. I
Hmm.
promised you.
Oh my
But
God.
you just had to trust me. And, I've lost all of that weight. I'm off all those medications. Praise God. I got all of the stomach surgery and plastic surgery to tighten everything back up and stitch it back up. And
Oh my gosh, you've been through it.
yeah, and then God restored my vision and I had vision surgery. And then the hair really was the final piece. Like, I've truly been rebirthed and restitched. Like, when like on my Instagram, there's pictures of me, and like the 19th is my 2-year anniversary of my surgery. And they took off more skin than fat. He's like, I've never seen this much skin come off of one human being. He's like, it was insane. He's like, we could have taken more. He's like, but we couldn't compromise blood supply. He's like, but you had so much skin when it was just hanging. Like I literally had like 20 pounds of skin just hanging on my body.
Holy cow.
Yeah. And so the hair for me it's big because in where I follow God and in the depthness that I follow Jesus and Spirit and the Trinity, the hair was this crowning piece of my identity being restored in God. Because I was
Yeah,
worshiping the hair as an idol. It sounds crazy, but this is me, it's him, and it was the final piece of my identity being
put back
crowned
together. Yeah. And
together.
wow. Yeah, that's gosh. And when you lose that much weight, like after my fourth baby, I lost, it was like 35 pounds and my hair went with it, right?
Yes,
And then if you go through all those surgeries on
yes,
top of it,
yes.
it's, yeah, yeah, oh, whoa,
And I was
that's,
losing hair so much. I was losing hair because from losing all of that weight, your hormones shift.
hmm.
People don't understand your hormone shift. You lose your hair, your skin shifts. Like there's a lot of things. And then I had those surgeries, and then I had more to continue to just fix, fix, fix. But it kept pushing my hormones up. So then I was starting to lose hair, and all these things were happening. And I remember I took my extensions out before I put these in November of last year. I was sitting there and I was praying to God and I was like, I'm going to put the straight extensions back in. I can't do this. Like my hair, I'm losing hair still. Like I'm just very uncomfortable. And God's like, this is not what I want though. This is not what I want. Like you're going to have curly extensions. And I was like, okay, well, if that's it, then you need to tell me what to do and where to go. Like, tell me where to go. Tell me what to do. And it took me 3 weeks. And it took me 3 weeks of being obedient every single day of like, I had the Donabella in my cart. Like I could have easily ordered it. Like, and I could have done it again, but God's like, no, remain obedient. I'm going to lead you to exactly where you need to be. And it sounds crazy. Literally on the 3rd week, I searched the same thing that I had searched every day for 3 weeks, and you came up.
What did you search?
Curly haired extensions.
Hmm.
And that's how I found you. But I didn't find you until the 3rd week.
Third week.
I had to stay obedient to what he was asking me.
Huh.
Because was I going to go back? Was I just going to put the hair in, even if I was uncomfortable? And then as I did it, as I saw the hair, there was this whole journey that God took me on with the extension process of like, and it sounds crazy, who was I becoming in that process? I was coming back home to myself,
Hmm.
coming back home to my father.
Wow.
I was pulling back parts of me that I said were not good enough to be here. And that's what got me. I said, no longer will I tell any part of me that you are not good enough to be at the table. And everywhere I go now, where I sit, other women sit. Where I eat, they eat. Because I
Hmm.
know how it feels to be a woman that doesn't even allow the parts of us that we are ashamed of at the table.
So
And that's my
strong.
story. And that's how your hair has changed my life.
Oh, how long have you been wearing it?
Since November. No,
Oh,
September. September, I want to say September or October. September,
wow.
October, right? What I want to say around that time, October, November. I can look at the exact install date. Actually, I have it. It's on my calendar. But I'd say probably since October, November, after Halloween. Yeah, November. And here's the thing, the hair is so compatible with every single like everyday life that you don't even know it's on your head.
Mm-hmm.
And if the install's tight, if it's clean, it's correct, you really won't feel it. You really won't feel it. And for me, like immediately, like what people think, like, oh God, does your hair get knotted really bad? Like, because the extensions are moving in between your hair. And I'm like, not if you take care of them
Not if you detangle it right.
and
Like
you brush your
that's
hair.
key. Yeah, as long as you take care of it that first day when you before you style it, like everything's golden.
Everything's golden. And I was like, the key to detangling, oil your hair, oil your extensions, oil them like it's a baby's butt, and the hair will stay forever. Oh my gosh. I'm like, just oil them. It'll be fine. Yeah, that's how, I mean, that's just a part of the journey of what I went on, with my hair and everything that I've gone through, like physically, truly being rebuilt and restored and from God. And the hair was the final piece, and I look back, I literally said this to myself in the shower yesterday. I was like, I will never go back.
Yeah. Well,
Never.
because too, like, even if you put straight extensions in your hair and the idea is to wear it smooth. I mean, I was the first person who said, like, texture matching is just as important as color matching. If the textures are off, the color looks off. Like, it
Yep.
becomes a dead
Yep.
giveaway. And if you smooth out your naturally curly hair to straight extensions, it's a giveaway. They both have to be curly and smooth together
Mhm,
if
mhm.
you're going to
That's
wear
why
it
you have
straight.
to, yeah, and that's why, like, even when you curl it, you have, like, you straighten it, you have to curl it to blend that, like, break almost. Does that make
Yeah.
sense? Like, because of where it's at. And, like, I always tell people, I'm like, key to curly extensions, like, oh, so for example, I went to a women's conference and I had a whole row of women. They were like, what do you do with your hair? What products do you use? What's your diffuser? Can you, like, give us a class?
Hmm.
And I was like, oh my gosh, so I just text them like, this is what I do, this is what I use, this is what I do. I said, but the key is having somebody that can not only install, but cut your hair with the extensions in. I said, don't just go to like Sally down the street in her garage where she's going to install the curly.
Right. Yeah.
How was that, guys? For some amazing material. Like, she loves her curly hair, she loves her extensions. She even got emotional, like, and it was doing everything for me not to get choked up too. But like, hello, curly girls and their hair extensions, what it does for a girl, just overall, you heard it. So if you loved this episode and you don't subscribe, hit the subscribe button. If you think this episode would benefit a friend of yours or a sister or a mother or anything like that, send it to them, because that's how we grow. And of course, I love to give back, right? Like, if anybody is feeling this way, tell us in the comments below, because we all need help from each other to create a curly girl community. So I hope you enjoyed it. You can follow me at all the places on Instagram, Jennifer Johnson Janish, Adored Salon, Adored Signature Hand Tied Hair. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed it.